What's up, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. So you might see a difference, I'm hoping. Can you guess? I finally have a brand new HD camera. I am so excited. I am so happy because this is definitely a bigger step in my YouTube career now, and I'm really hoping it becomes a career because that's really what I really want. But now I am filming in 1080p. Definitely not 4K because you don't want us to go into my pores. We do not want that. But I would have to say at least 1080p is definitely a nice start for HD for me. So I'm really happy about that. So I am now filming on a Nikon D5600, which has like a little viewfinder. So if my eye starts going wonky this way, I'm sorry because I'm looking at myself in a non-conceited way, people. So I am going to be doing a get ready with me kind of first impression products for you guys today. I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics Carli Bybel palette, the deluxe edition palette. I do really love this palette, and I don't really have anything negative to say about it because I feel like the product is just amazing, but you'll see what I think about it at the very end. I'm not very detailed at giving you guys like reviews. I'm sorry, I'm still trying here, but I'm also going to be using a few like little products here and there as my first impressions. So if you want to see the look that I did for you guys today, then keep on watching. My first step today, before I set my foundation, because I'm wearing my foundation and my concealer already, I am going to go in with the Maybelline Master Contour V-Shape Duo Stick Contour and Highlight product. So this is the highlight, this is the contour. I'm just going to contour and highlight my eyes and my, you know what I mean. I'm going to contour and highlight everything before I set with my powders. So let's get started with that. So the stick is completely done and blended on my face. Now I would have to say, to mostly for people who are like me, where my foundation will just slick right off the minute I even touch my face. Like, I don't care how long it's been on my face, the minute I touch it, it goes right off. But that's why I set with powder. If you are like me, then I would definitely recommend patting this in instead of just swiping it on, because it did separate right here on my foundation. Thankfully I was able to reblend it. But I do think that this one actually came out really nice and very natural looking. It doesn't look like a too heavy of a contour. It did make my face look a little bit more dewy, which is not bad. But I would have to say that I would play around with it a little bit more just to see how it actually works in the long run. So now I am going to powder contour over top, and then of course set with my under eyes and everything like that. So now that the face is set and ready to go, I'm going to go in with some blush. Now I have not tried this before, and I'm very scared because I know it is also an eyeshadow, and I'm worried that I will put on way too much, but we will see how to calm it down. Lolita eyeshadow from Kat Von D, and it's also a blush. It's a blush eyeshadow duo, I'm guessing, but it's really pretty in the pan, and I have swatched it before. It's not like the strongest pigment, which is good, because if you're going to use it as a blush, you don't want it to be too heavy. Now let's just see how it will look as a blush on my face. I'm going to do a slight amount, just to make sure that it looks good, but not too much. So let's get started. So it almost got a little out of hand right there. So thankfully it did not. So thankfully it does look pretty good. So now let's go in with some highlight. Since we are going to be using the Carli Bybel Deluxe Edition palette today, I'm going to use some of the highlighters from this collection. So the colors I'm going to be using for the highlighter today is going to be a mix of these two right here. Because this one's going to be more gold, this one's going to be a little bit more pinky, so it's going to be good to mix with like the blush color. So we're just going to go in with those two. Okay, so the highlight is now on, and I am going to go finally in with my eyes using this palette. Now it is finally time for eyes. We're going to go back in with the Carli Bybel Deluxe Edition palette. So now, here they are. Here is the nice, really pretty shadows. So this right here is going to be the shade I'm going to use as my base. And then I'm going to go into the crease with this color right here. So let's get started with that. Okay, so since my eyes are done and ready to go, I'm going to put on some mascara and some lashes, and I will be right back to finish off this look. Now that the lashes are on and the eye is completely done, I'm going to go in with lips, and this is another first impression of mine. This is the Giorgio Armani, I'm guessing Lip Magnet. Yep, Lip Magnet in the shade 403. Don't really know the name except for 403, but we're going to try this out because these are very luxury brand products. And the applicator is very, very interesting, so we will see how it looks on the lip. So let's get started. The end of this video and the final look for this video as well. So now let me just go in with some reviews of some of the things that I did a first impression of in this video, starting with the Maybelline Master Contour V stick. I actually liked this. I feel like it did separate my makeup a little bit, so I'm kind of skeptical about that, but I feel like if I play with it a little bit more in the future, maybe it will be a little bit better. But I do think that this is actually a really nice concept, and it's really nice for the price point. It's only like $9 at Ulta. I believe it's like $7.90 at Walmart or anything like that, so it's a lot cheaper than buying like the Kim Kardashian stick, which I'm not purchasing for $48, but I really wanted to try the whole stick cream contour thing. So I do like this one. I'll have to play with it a little bit more to see what my final thoughts are on it, but I do like it so far. It doesn't seem to be pretty bad, especially for the price point. Next up, we have the Kat Von D Lolita blush eyeshadow. Now for a blush, it was very pigmented, so you have to be very light-handed on this one, but I will definitely be wearing this on the eyes very, very soon and give you my final thoughts on both product of it all. But I really wanted to just put this in the video because I know this was limited edition. I know it's probably sold out everywhere now, but at least I was able to play with this one for you guys because I really wanted to showcase it somewhere in a video. So I'm glad I was able to do that. The Carli Bybel Deluxe Edition palette. Now this shit is so pretty and so bomb, and I will show you a comparison of the original palette. Here's the two palettes together. This one is the original palette. This one had the 14 shadows and highlighters. This one is the new palette with 21 shadows and highlighters. As you can see, there are some similarities because some of the shades from this palette came into this one, but it's mostly brand new shades into this one and more highlighter shades and options as well. I probably would say that the Deluxe Edition is a lot better than the original, obviously, because there is a lot more options for you guys to try. But I will have to say those highlighters, though, are so blinding and pigmented and strong, and I absolutely love that. This white highlighter right here is everything and is very, very, very white. So I did use it for my inner corner highlight so I wouldn't look so pasty, because when I'm getting in the sun a little bit more, this will become a little bit too light for me. But also this shade right here is like my absolute favorite from this palette so far. I'm obsessed with it. Let me just swatch it for you guys. Can I do that? Ah, it is so pretty and so blinding. Let me at least swatch like this highlighter that I'm wearing on my face today. Oh yes, so those are some gorgeous, gorgeous shades, and I hope that you can see that without it looking blurry or anything like that. I feel like this one is actually a very good must-have because of it having so many different formulas and so many different formulations and so many different color options for you guys. It is definitely a more neutral palette, and I feel like you just get a lot more bang for your buck. So it's 21 shadows for $22.50, and you can buy this at bhcosmetics.com, Ulta.com, Ulta stores, and I feel like it's a really, really nice collaboration between BH Cosmetics and Carli Bybel, who is a YouTuber here. I have seen a few of her videos, but I do have to say her palette is everything. I do like this one a lot more than the original because this one just doesn't have as much as this one definitely does. Because, I mean, obviously, it's twice the size. Last but not least, as my eye is watering like crazy, what the fuck? I'm going to review the lip magnet from Giorgio Armani. I honestly, the minute you open it up, you can smell the alcohol in it. I don't know why a lot of high-end brands have like that alcohol smell to it or alcohol in it, but I would have to say the color came out really nice at the end. You had to really, really fucking build this up to get it to be perfect. And I'll just show you the applicator. The applicator is very interesting because it is a teardrop shape, but in the middle of the teardrop is like plastic. It's just a part of the stem. The tip and the sides are an actual applicator. It's so weird. Like, I don't know what it is about that. But anyways, it's definitely not worth $38. I would have to say this was gifted to me, so it was definitely not worth $38 if I had to buy it by myself. I feel like the color is really pretty, and I feel like this one's an actually nice liquid lip color. But I would have to say, though, that you could probably find it somewhere else in a definitely a lot cheaper brand. But so far, the formulation is really nice. It doesn't feel drying. It doesn't feel tacky. It actually feels really nice once the alcohol smell subsided. But I would have to say it's nice, but like I said, is it worth $38? It's not worth $38. Personally, for me, I am definitely not a person that likes to pay so much money for a lipstick or for eyeshadow or whatever that case may be. It has to really be worth the bang for the buck. So I would have to say this one is just, it's okay. But I do think the color came out really nicely. So that's just all that matters. Anyways, that is the end of this video. I hope that you liked this video as well, and I hope that you enjoyed the look that I did today with using the Carli Bybel palette and a few other first impressions for you guys. So make sure you thumbs it up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the near future. Love you. Bye.